The journey begins not with a map, but with a feeling. It's an instinct, a deep pull towards the coast. The road to the sea is more than just asphalt and signs. It is a living, breathing trail. We left at dawn on August 3rd, 2025. The air was crisp, filled with the promise of adventure. Our vehicle, loaded with essential gear, rumbled to life. This wasn't just a drive, it was an expedition into the heart of the wild, a test of spirit and will. The city faded behind us, replaced by towering green giants of the forest. Sunlight pierced through the thick canopy, painting stripes across the winding path ahead. Every turn held a new possibility, a new challenge waiting to be conquered. The forest was our first great obstacle and our first great teacher. The trees stood like ancient sentinels, their branches reaching for the sky. We drove for hours, surrounded by a sea of green. The air smelled of damp earth and pine, a scent that awakens the primal senses. This is where you feel truly alive. You learn to read the signs of nature. A rustle in the undergrowth could be a deer, or something much larger. A break in the trees might reveal a hidden stream, a vital source of fresh water. You must stay alert, always observant. The wild doesn't forgive carelessness. It demands respect, and in return it offers unparalleled beauty and life-changing lessons. Our first camp was set up as dusk began to fall. Finding the right spot is crucial for survival. We needed a flat, dry area, away from potential hazards like dead branches, known as widowmakers. We gathered dry wood for a fire before darkness settled in. The flames crackled to life, a beacon of warmth and safety in the vast wilderness. Cooking a simple meal over an open fire, under a blanket of stars, connects you to something ancient. It's a reminder of what we truly need to survive: shelter, water, fire, and food. The sounds of the forest at night, the hoot of an owl, the chirp of crickets, became our lullaby. Waking up in the wild is a powerful experience. The cold morning air bites at your skin, but it invigorates you. We packed up our camp, leaving no trace behind, a fundamental rule of any true explorer. The road continued, transforming with every mile. The dense forest slowly gave way to rolling hills and open meadows. We crossed old wooden bridges that groaned under the weight of our vehicle, their timbers weathered by countless seasons. Each bridge was a gateway to a new landscape, a new chapter of our journey. This road wasn't just taking us to the sea, it was showing us the diverse and rugged soul of the land itself. As we pushed deeper, the signs of civilization became sparse. We stumbled upon a small, forgotten town, nestled in a valley and seemingly untouched by time. The buildings were made of old wood with porches where locals sat, watching the world go by at a slower pace. We stopped for supplies at a general store that felt like a museum. Inside, an old man with a weathered face and kind eyes ran the counter. He didn't just sell us goods, he shared stories. He spoke of the river that sometimes flooded the valley and the legendary creatures said to roam the nearby hills. His tales were a reminder that knowledge is often found in people, not just in books. Further down the road, we encountered a lone hiker. He was making his way across the country with nothing but a backpack and a determined spirit. His name was Leo, and his gear was worn, but his eyes shone with resilience. We offered him a lift for a few miles, and he accepted gratefully. He told us about the challenges he'd faced: unexpected storms, scarce water sources, and moments of intense loneliness. Yet, he spoke with a profound sense of purpose. Meeting someone like Leo in the middle of nowhere reinforces a key survival truth. The human spirit is incredibly tough. We are capable of enduring far more than we think. Our journey led us to a hidden trail, barely visible from the main road. Curiosity is a survivalist's best tool, so we decided to explore it on foot. The path was overgrown, winding through thick brush and over rocky terrain. It was a tough trek, but the reward was worth it. The trail opened up to a breathtaking waterfall, cascading into a crystal-clear pool below. It was a secret oasis, a place of pure, untouched nature. Discoveries like this are what make an expedition truly special. It's about pushing beyond the obvious, about having the courage to take the path less traveled. You never know what wonders lie just out of sight. Leaving the waterfall behind, we felt re-energized. The experience had filled us with a renewed sense of adventure. We continued our drive, the landscape shifting once again. We passed through vast farmlands where golden fields of wheat swayed in the wind like a gentle ocean. We met a farmer fixing a fence by the roadside. He was a man of few words, but his hands told a story of hard work and dedication. He gave us a nod of respect, a silent acknowledgement between people who understand the land. These brief encounters with the people of the wild are as vital as any survival skill. They connect us to the human element of the landscape. The greatest challenges often appear when you least expect them. Our path was suddenly blocked by a river, swollen and rapid from recent rains. The bridge that once spanned it was gone, washed away by the powerful current. Turning back was not an option. Forward was the only way. This was a true survival test. We had to assess the situation calmly and logically. The water was fast and deep, and crossing with the vehicle was impossible. We would have to build a raft to get our essential gear across, and then find a way to get the vehicle to the other side later, perhaps by finding a shallower crossing point upstream. The first step was to find the right materials. We scoured the riverbank for fallen logs and strong dry wood. Teamwork was essential. We worked together, gathering sturdy logs and lashing them together with rope from our survival kit. Building a raft requires patience and precision. Every knot has to be secure, every log placed strategically for maximum buoyancy and stability. The river was a formidable opponent, its roar a constant reminder of the power we were up against. But with focus and determination, our makeshift vessel began to take shape. It was a test of our engineering skills in the most primitive of settings. With the raft complete, the next challenge was the crossing itself. I decided to swim across first with a guide rope. The water was freezing, its current pulling relentlessly. Every stroke was a battle against the force of nature. It's in moments like these that you have to control your fear and focus on the task. I secured the rope to a strong tree on the opposite bank. Now we had a lifeline. We carefully loaded our most critical gear onto the raft, food, water filter, and medical supplies, and guided it across the churning water using the rope. Chunk for each item. Media group. Close-up of food supplies. Water filter equipment. Packed medical supplies outdoors at stock. At distribute _ equally. Food water filter medical supplies. It was a slow, tense process, a tug of war with that powerful river. After several trips, all our gear was safely on the other side. We were exhausted but exhilarated. We had faced a major obstacle and overcome it using teamwork, ingenuity, and sheer grit. We eventually found a wider, shallower point a few miles upstream where we could carefully drive the vehicle across. That river crossing was more than just a physical challenge, it was a mental one. It taught us about adaptation and resourcefulness. In the wild, you don't get to choose your obstacles. You can only choose how you respond to them. And we had responded with courage and intelligence. As we finally neared our destination, the air began to change. We could smell it before we could see it. The distinct salty scent of the sea. The landscape flattened, and the trees were replaced by hardy coastal shrubs and tall grasses that danced in the ocean breeze. The anticipation was electric. After days of navigating forests, hills, and rivers, the final reward was within reach. The road, which had been our constant companion and adversary, was now leading us to the grand finale. Every mile we had traveled, every challenge we had faced, had made this moment even more meaningful. Then we saw it. Through a break in the dunes, the vast, endless expanse of the ocean appeared. The sight was overwhelming. The roar of the waves replaced the quiet hum of the wilderness. We had made it. We parked the vehicle and walked onto the sand, feeling the soft grains under our boots. This wasn't just any beach. It was a wild, untouched coastline, stretching for miles in either direction. We had found our hidden paradise. Standing there, looking out at the horizon, I felt a profound sense of accomplishment. The journey had tested us, but it had also rewarded us in ways we never imagined. This road to the sea is special because it's not just a route on a map. It's a journey of discovery. It's about the challenges you overcome, the people you meet, and the hidden wonders you find along the way. It's about learning to rely on your instincts, your skills, and your teammates. The memories are not just of the destination, but of every step it took to get there. The deep forest, the old man's stories, the raging river, and the final breathtaking view of the ocean. These experiences are etched into your mind, making you stronger and more resilient. Ultimately, this expedition reminds us that the journey is often more important than the destination. The road to the sea is a metaphor for life itself. It's filled with unexpected turns, obstacles, and moments of incredible beauty. It teaches you to be prepared, to be resourceful, and to never give up. And when you finally reach your goal, you look back not just with pride in your achievement, but with gratitude for the entire adventure. That is what makes this road unforgettable. It's a path that doesn't just lead you to the ocean, it leads you back to yourself.